Good evening and welcome to Hornbill TV. This is your anchor Kekrajan Yosolo. You're now watching Prime Time. First, the headlines. In a significant operation, the Indian Army successfully eliminated 3 hardcore foreign terrorists attempting to infiltrate across the line of control in the Karen sector of the Kupwara district of Jammu and Kashmir. Following the assassination attempt of Donald Trump, US President Joe Biden on Sunday stated that the violence cannot be normalized at any cost and said that differences in America are resolved at ballot boxes, not with bullets. KP Sharma Oli took oath as the Prime Minister of Nepal on Monday. For the fourth time, President Paudel administered the oath of office to Oli and other members of his cabinet. The Pakistan government will ban jailed former Prime Minister Imran Khan's party Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf for alleged anti-state activities. External Affairs Minister S. J. Shankar outlined India's priorities in its cooperation with Pacific Island nations, stressing areas such as healthcare, infrastructure development, renewable energy and capacity building. Those were the top headlines, and now for the news in details. In a significant operation, the Indian Army successfully eliminated 3 hardcore foreign terrorists attempting to infiltrate across the line of control in the Karen sector of Kupwara district of Jammu and Kashmir. As per the officials, on the intervening night of July 13 to 14, acting on credible inputs, multiple ambushes were laid along the appreciated route of infiltration. Elaborating on the counter with the terrorist commander of the 268 Infantry Brigade, Karen Sector, Brigadier N.R. Kulkarni said that they had intelligence inputs of terrorists trying to disrupt normalcy in this area. Brigadier Kulkarni said accordingly multiple ambushes were jointly laid by the Army, BSF and JKP since the night of 13 to 14th July on the appreciated routes of infiltration, and besides this, we were maintaining surveillance on the entire area. Taking advantage of the thick foliage and poor visibility, the terrorists snaked across the LOC and started moving towards the fence, he added. Brigadier Kulkarni also mentioned that the terrorists were heavily armed, well-trained and equipped with sophisticated weaponry. In the ensuing intense firefight, 3 foreign terrorists were neutralized and detailed search of this area was subsequently carried out, which led to the recovery of large quantities of warlike stores, he said.
Okay. Over the past 2 weeks, there have been multiple intelligence inputs from various intelligence agencies with respect to presence of terrorists in multiple launch pads opposite the Karen sector of Kupwara district. The inputs were primarily of terrorists planning to infiltrate and carry out sabotage and subversive activities in the hinterland with a view to disrupt the normalcy in general and the Amarnath Yatra in particular. The area on and ahead of the line of control has therefore been aggressively dominated by own troops for the last few weeks. On 12th of July, specific input was given by own intelligence agencies and was further corroborated by the Jammu and Kashmir police regarding the mixed group of foreign terrorists likely to infiltrate through the Karen sector, leveraging dense cover of forest and thick undergrowth along the nalas. Accordingly, multiple ambushes were jointly laid by Army, BSF and JKP since the night of 13th and 14th July on the appreciated routes of infiltration, and besides this we were maintaining surveillance of the complete area. Round the clock high alert was maintained by troops in the entire area. On 14th of July at approximately 1500 hours, a movement of 3 terrorists was spotted by own ambushes in the area under control of Pakistan Army across the line of control. Employing multiple high-tech surveillance devices, the movement of terrorists was continuously tracked. The terrorists, taking advantage of the thick foliage and poor visibility, sneaked across the line of control and started moving towards the fence. The ambush was there sprung at an opportune moment, and the terrorists were engaged with precise fire well ahead of the line of control fence. The terrorists were heavily armed, well trained and equipped with sophisticated weaponry and equipment. In the ensuing intense firefight, 3 foreign terrorists were neutralized. A detailed search of the area was subsequently carried out, which led to the recovery of large quantity of warlike stores. Thus, the evil designs of the adversary to infiltrate terrorists across and vitiate the peaceful situation was nipped in the bud. Indian Army, along with the other security agencies, are committed to defeat the evil design of our adversary, and like in Operation Dhanush 2, every such attempt would be appropriately neutralized in an appropriate manner to ensure security, safety, and everlasting peace in Jammu and Kashmir.
Following the assassination attempt on Donald Trump, US President Joe Biden addressed the nation on Sunday, stating that violence cannot be normalized at any cost and emphasizing that differences in America are resolved at ballot boxes, not with bullets. In his Oval Office address Sunday evening, President Joe Biden stated that while some Americans disagree on the country's future, politics must never be a battlefield. He said it is inevitable and American democracy is part of human nature, but politics must never be a literal battlefield or, God forbid, a killing field, the US President said. The power to change America should always rest in the hands of the people, not in the hands of a would-be assassin, he said. The US President further emphasized the need to lower the temperature in politics, an Oval Officer address in a rare occurrence. This is only the third time US President Biden has done this. The last time he spoke from the Oval Office was on October 19, 2023, after Hamas attacked Israel. According to CNN, an address from the Oval Office is usually reserved for the country's most solemn and heavy moments. Trump was on stage at a campaign rally on Saturday when gunshots rang out and Secret Service agents stormed the stage. The Federal Bureau of Investigation identified the gunman as Thomas Matthew Crooks, 20, from Battle Park, Pennsylvania, with the case continuing to be under investigation.
But in America, we resolve our differences at the battle box. You know, that's how we do it, at the battle box, not with bullets. There's no place in America for this kind of violence, or for any violence ever. Period. No exceptions. We can't allow this violence to be normalized. You know, the political record in this country has gotten very heated. It's time to cool it down. We all have a responsibility to do that. Yes, we have deeply felt strong disagreements. The stakes in this election are enormously high. I've said it many times that the choice in this election we make in this election is going to shape the future of America and the world for decades to come. I believe that with all my soul. I know that millions of my fellow Americans believe it as well. And some have a different view as to the direction our country should take. Disagreement is inevitable in American democracy. It's part of human nature. But politics must never be a literal battlefield, and God forbid, a killing field. I believe politics ought to be an arena for peaceful debate, to pursue justice, to make decisions guided by the Declaration of Independence and our Constitution. We stand for an America, not of extremism and fury, but of decency and grace. All of us now face the time of testing as the election approaches. And the higher the stakes, the more fervent the passions become. This places an added burden on each of us to ensure that no matter how strong our convictions, we must never descend into violence.
The border guarding forces of India and Bangladesh on Monday agreed to undertake combined efforts to bring down incidents of assault on border security force BSF personnel by trans-border criminals of the neighboring country. On the incident of assault on BSF personnel by Bangladeshi-based trans-border criminals, both sides agreed to undertake combined efforts to bring down such incidents to an absolute minimum by increasing coordinated patrols, especially during late hours of night to early morning in vulnerable areas, and educating bordering population regarding the sanctity of the international border, the BSF said in a statement. The decisions were taken in the sector commander level meeting at border outpost Hili of 61 Battalion of BSF under Raiganj sector of North Bengal frontier in Dakshin Dinajpur district of West Bengal. In the meeting, both sides reiterated that the need for synergistic efforts to uphold human rights and curb violence on the border as per the BSF statement. Both the BSF and the Border Guard Bangladesh agreed to work in partnership and engage professionally by enhancing joint patrolling, vigilance, intensifying public awareness programs, undertaking appropriate socio-economic development programs and sharing of real-time information in order to ensure that incidents of that at the border will be brought down to zero with active mutual cooperation in the future. KP Sharma Oli took oath as the Prime Minister of Nepal on Monday for the fourth time. President Paudel administered the oath of office to Oli and other members of his cabinet. President Paudel on Sunday appointed Communist Party of Nepal Unified Marxist-Leninist Chairman KP Sharma Oli as the next Prime Minister. Oli succeeds Pushpa Kamal Dahal Prachanda, who lost the vote of confidence in the House of Representatives on Friday, leading to the formation of the new government. Oli staked his claim to become the next Prime Minister with the backing of Nepal Congress President Sher Bahadur Deuba and submitted the signature of 165 House of Representative members from the government Nepal. Prime Minister KP Sharma Oli has formed his cabinet of 22 ministers, which includes 4 parties supporting him. Meanwhile, on Monday, Prime Minister Narendra Modi congratulated KP Sharma Oli on his appointment and as the Prime Minister of Nepal. We'll now take a short break. We'll be back with more news.
Hello everyone, my name is Tiasula Lokomar and I'm from Gokchong, Nagaland. I started my journey with Flyway Institute as I was interested in the aviation industry because of its glamour and fast pace. During my training here, I followed my tremendous guidance, which helped me in achieving my dream job as a cabin crew in Indigo Airlines. Strength and growth comes only through continuous struggle and efforts. I did everything to be a part of the aviation industry. A big thanks to the entire Flyway team.
ये है मिस्टर हरिया और ये है सरिया। मिस्टर हरिया को कमजोरी के कारण हो गया है बुखार और सरिया को कमजोर सीमेंट के कारण जंग लग के ढलाई में पड़ गई है दरार। हरिया को बचाना है तो बुलाना होगा डॉक्टर, पर अफसोस सरिया को बचाना था तो लगाते स्टार ढलाई मास्टर, क्योंकि साधारण सीमेंट में सरिया पे जंग लगे और ढलाई टूट जाए। सिर्फ स्टार ढलाई मास्टर की मजबूत पकड़ ढलाई को सॉलिड रखे। सॉलिड ढलाई, मजबूत घर। स्टार ढलाई मास्टर।
गरमते पेट और मन के ठंडा रखे तो की मुखी खाली मीठा है लगे। इदु हेल्दी আছে, UHT treated और सफा भी আছে। थर्ड इदु फ्रेश আছে और मुज्जा भी। वाओ, केविंटर लस्सी मीठा भी हेल्दी भी।
केविंटर लस्सी मीठा भी हेल्दी भी।
इदु मुई लगा ग्रैंडमा, मुई लगा नॉटी भाई बंटी और मुई लगा क्रेजी अम्मा और बाबा। Moi can stop mango crazy as a Fandas mango.
Fandas mango, simply amazing.
Welcome back. Heading on to the next news. The Pakistan government will ban jailed former Prime Minister Imran Khan's party Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf for alleged anti-state activities. Information Minister Atullah Tarar said that the government has decided that the federal government will move a case to ban the PTI. The government believes that there is credible evidence that PTI should be banned, the minister added. Khan has been jailed for nearly a year over a slew of court cases he says were orchestrated to prevent his return to power in the February national elections. Earlier in the day, cricketer turned politician Imran Khan was arrested by Lahore police in connection with cases against him over May 9 riots last year after the National Accountability Bureau secured his 8-day remand in the Toshkhana case. Last week, Lahore's ATC dismissed a pre-arrest bail to the PTI chief in 3 cases of May 9 riots and allowed police his custody for interrogation. He was booked on the charges of abetment in the attack on Lahore Corps Commander House, known as Jinnah House, Aksari Tower and Shatman Police Station on May 9th last year. Shehbaz Sharif government's moves come days after Supreme Court of Pakistan declared PTI eligible for a share of reserved seats in the National Provincial Assemblies. Following the apex court ruling, the PTI has become the largest party in the National Assembly with 109 seats. Imran Khan, who was ousted from power in 2022, he has been continuously attacking the all-powerful Pakistan Army leadership and its supporters. The 1992 World Cup winning cricket captain faces several cases launched against him, and last Saturday, an Islamabad court acquitted him and his wife Bushra Bibi in Idad case known as the un-Islamic Nikah case. The couple has been sentenced to 7 years in prison and fined 5 lakh Pakistani rupees each following a challenge by Bushra's ex-husband Khawar Manika. External Affairs Minister S. J. Shankar delivered a message of solidarity and cooperation during the signing ceremony of a memorandum of understanding to fund 4 community development projects in the Marshall Islands. Acknowledging the recent success of Marshall Islands, J. Shankar extended his congratulations for hosting the 10th Micronesian Games and for their participation in the 10th International Day of Yoga celebration. Reflecting on the long-standing relationship between India and Marshall Islands, J. Shankar highlighted that the expansion of bilateral ties under the Forum of India-Pacific Islands Cooperation.
Dr. Hilda C. Hain, Honorable President of the Republic of the Marshall Islands, Mr. Kalani Kaneko, Foreign Minister of the Republic of the Marshall Islands, ladies and gentlemen, Namaskar from Bharat. It is my pleasure to deliver this message on the occasion of the signing of the MOU on annual grant in aid for the implementation of 4 community development projects in the Republic of the Marshall Islands. On behalf of the people of India, let me extend congratulations for successfully organizing the 10th Micronesian Games last month in Marshall Islands. We celebrated the 10th International Day of Yoga last month. I thank Excellency President Dr. Hilda Hain for presiding over the celebrations held in Majuro. India and the Republic of Marshall Islands share a long history of friendly bilateral relations, which has expanded over the years, including under the aegis of the Forum of India-Pacific Islands Cooperation, FIPIC. I would like to recall what my Prime Minister said at the 3rd FIPIC summit. The islands in the Pacific are not small islands, but rather large ocean countries. We consider it our responsibility to support the Pacific Islands in the quest for sustainable development. Climate change, natural disasters, poverty alleviation, and healthcare are common challenges that we need to address together. And India is privileged to be a partner of the Pacific Islands in that regard. Excellencies, at the 3rd FIPIC summit, Prime Minister Modi announced our concrete commitments to the Pacific Islands. I am glad to witness the progress in achieving them. We are also working on the proposals regarding desalination units and dialysis machines for the Republic of Marshall Islands. We believe that today's MOU will enable the implementation of 4 community development projects. I am glad that these projects cover areas including a community sports center in Ailuk Atoll, airport terminal on Mejit Island, community centers at the Arno and Botier atolls. These would surely provide better infrastructure to the people of Marshall Islands. Excellencies, India recognizes the priorities and the needs of the Pacific Island nations: healthcare and related infrastructure, quality and affordable medicines, wellness and lifestyle, centers of excellence, education and capacity building, development of SME sector, renewable energy and clean water facilities. All these are some of the focus areas of our cooperation. India is always ready to do more with our Indo-Pacific partners. I thank you for your attention.
Karnataka BJP leader on Monday marched towards Vidhana Sodha, protesting against the state government alleging corruption in the Karnataka Maharshi Valmiki Scheduled Tribes Development Corporation. Karnataka Assembly LOPR Ashok said it is a big scam for 180 crores. He said that the government of Karnataka is hiking the prices of everything as they do not have any money.
$180 crores, a big scandal in the Karnataka. The SC fund looted the Congress government, Siddaramaiah government. That's why we are going for the protest.
Inside and outside both you will stay to protest, sir?
Yeah, 100% in both Vidhana Sabha and Vidhana Parishad.
Sir, the case of that, sir. The bus tickets prices proposal has been given.
This government will hike everything. That is the Congress government, because no money, pauper government.
Do you think it's a bank corrupt because it's a bank corrupt government?
100%. Pauper government, bank corrupt will come immediately soon.
But people are suffering at this point of time, sir. Increasing the price of the bus ticket fares.
It is already petrol, diesel hike, milk hike, stamp duty hike, liquor hike. So everything hike only. That's why they are hiking transport ticket also.
But doesn't it affect the people, sir? Because will it not
naturally, because Congress people don't care about the normal people, poor people. They are only worry about the loot the Karnataka. That is the ATM for Delhi Congress. Karnataka is the main ATM.
Reacting to this, Karnataka Minister H.K. Patil said that they have called assembly session. The opposition BJP has all the opportunity to discuss on the floor of the House.
See, we have called session. They have every opportunity to discuss on the floor of the House. Instead of that, if they are making a walk from LH to Vidhan Sauda or this type of protesting thing, that will not really honor the forums that are created. Assembly and council is on. They can take the opportunity to discuss on the floor of the House.
That's all for now. For more news, keep watching Hornbill TV.